Air pollution in Singapore has hit record levels after days of a thick smog coming from fires burning in neighbouring Indonesia. The haze has caused a diplomatic spat and disrupted everyday life, as our science editor David Shukman explains.
A pale grey cloud has descended on Singapore and its skyscrapers are almost lost in the haze. The air is thick with tiny particles carried on the wind from Indonesia. People working out of doors have been warned to take special care, and everyone is feeling the impact.
It's quite polluted here, finding it difficult to breathe. So it's quite hazy as well. I'm surprised that the office is still open.
It's depressing, the whole atmosphere, the environment. You don't really feel motivated to step out, but you have to.
The greatest risk is to anyone suffering from asthma. In this class, almost all the children are wearing masks, even indoors. Such is the concern about the smoke. For these kids, there's no question of playing in the open. At one point today, what's called the Pollutant Standards Index, the PSI, reached a record level.
Obviously, with the PSI being at 400 right now, it's really not safe for them to be going out. My daughter's got mild asthma, so I don't want her to be exposed at all, if possible.
This satellite picture from NASA shows the scale of the cloud of smoke reaching from Indonesia across to Singapore and Malaysia. By zooming in, the authorities can actually see the fires, and they've already blamed 8 companies who've been clearing forests to make way for plantations. The fires are designed to prepare the ground to cultivate palm oil. This kind of burning is against the law, but it's rarely enforced. Now, the result is that the fires, which may now be out of control, are generating this dense haze drifting on the wind, and they're likely to keep burning for weeks or even months. Indonesia is now under massive pressure. Its firefighters face an almost impossible challenge, and they're up against powerful local interests. Clearing land for plantations is very big business.
The burning happens when, after the major trees have been cleared for timber, there will be scrub forest or grasslands or peatlands remaining. And the planters will literally pour petrol on the ground and set fire to it with the hope of clearing that scrub.
One woman's view of the haze over Singapore.
Usually from this view we can see the sea and ships around it.
There's more of this on the way, and it may last until the rains come in several months' time. David Shukman, BBC News.
Intense fighting is continuing in the last major rebel stronghold of Aleppo in Syria. After taking